How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I'll bring you a story from Huntsville, Alabama about a mass shooting at a nightclub that could have happened but did not. I won't talk too much in the intro. What I'm going to do right now is go ahead and roll the clip. In this clip, you'll hear from the female private security officer who stopped the whole situation. She breaks down what she did before, during, and after. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what she said, give you my 2 cents, and wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Dan Schaefer. Also new at 6 tonight, the private security officer called a hero by Huntsville police shared her story with Way 31 after she stopped a man from entering a Huntsville nightclub with an AK-47.
As he tried to go towards the door where you can see the black chair is right now, that's where I had to go ahead and put him down.
That security officer is talking about the man on your screen, Samuel Williams. She shot at him twice, hitting him in the leg. He's now facing multiple charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon. Way 31's Sydney Martin learned more about the incident and how that security officer saved those in the club from getting hurt.
Private security officer Latoya told me she was working at Club 3208 early Monday morning when a fight happened inside and Samuel Williams had to be removed.
Outside, we did our job as security and had already made sure that everyone was back. There was no one outside except for the person and security.
Latoya didn't want to share her last name for safety reasons, but explained when Williams was removed from the nightclub, he went to a car in the parking lot and retrieved an AK-47 and started shooting.
He started to make moves towards the door. He still was firing off shots. I decided that I had to make a choice to go ahead and stop him from entering the club.
Latoya said she was the only armed security officer at the club and knew she had to take action.
I was behind a vehicle right here at this first handicap parking spot and basically just maneuvered around the vehicle as he maneuvered around the other side of it to make sure that I was properly concealed and covered.
That's when she shot at Williams, hitting him at least once, and then worked to make sure he was okay.
I'm not here to kill anyone. I saw one of the entry wounds was on his thigh, which can sometimes be a somewhat dangerous place to bleed out. I keep a tourniquet and a trauma kit on me, as everyone who carries a gun should.
Williams got into a car and was taken to the hospital before she was able to render him aid, and that's where police caught up with him and placed him under arrest.
Thankfully, you know, he's still alive today, and one day he's going to have an opportunity to make better choices.
Latoya said she hopes the shooting doesn't stop people from coming to the nightclub.
Glad that no one else was hurt. That's all I care about. I would really appreciate it, and us as a club would appreciate it, if no one would hold this against us.
Huntsville police said Williams is out of jail on bond. As for other people involved in the altercation here at this club, it is still under investigation and they could face charges in the near future. In Huntsville, Sydney Martin, Way 31 News.
Latoya told us she is an independent security officer certified through the state. She told us she has been an armed security officer for about 2 years and has worked at multiple clubs in the area.
Okay, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was a fantastic explanation of what happened. It's unfortunate you had this episode of violence break out and the person got shot. But hey, the young lady in the video needs to be Secret Service or something, some kind of higher position than this little seedy nightclub, because she explained everything perfectly. The first thing is to ensure the safety of the people that were inside the spot, because you could see somebody with a gun going inside. You have your gun. You don't want to endanger anybody when you're trying to subdue the individual. So that was fantastic. And then she went into the whole thing of how she was securing herself behind the vehicle. That was very smart. And then she shot him enough to disable him. And then after he was shot, she was saying, hey, I'm not trying to kill anybody. I'm just trying to end the threat, basically. So I went over to him, gave him aid, and he lived. And everything was all good. She was straightforward. She was stoic, like Terminator. And she did a very good job. So hats off to her. This is a responsible concealed carry owner, a responsible security officer. She should be, like I said, in a much higher position. Anybody that has a gun should listen to what she said and take heed some of it if you don't know it already. And anybody that wants to be in security, law enforcement, whatever it is, what she said was right on it, especially for that situation. You won't hear this in the mainstream media because it goes against the narrative. This man brought an AK. Can you buy an AK in the store and Bob's gun shop in America? Probably not. So I would assume that the gun was illegal. He went into the club, or he was trying to go into the club, and I've seen things like that play out very badly. Back when I was in Virginia, I saw some guys, well, I didn't see it with my own two eyes in person, but I would see on the news at least 2 incidents that happened kind of close to each other. It could have been copycat, but that's a whole different story. I've seen guys get murdered on the dance floor during the party. You're talking like right in the midst of it, 1 o'clock in the morning when everything is jumping, dude gets murdered on the dance floor. Okay, with a pistol. I'm not talking about they get beat to death or stabbed. No, get shot and killed on the dance floor. This is something that happens far too often. You have a lot of mass shootings that happen in these areas like this. What she said is how you protect yourself in that particular situation and how you protect others. So hats off to Latoya. She did a fantastic job. Hopefully she gets a promotion in the job. If anybody sees this video that's in need of somebody that has her type of attitude, her type of temperament, and her skillfulness, she was able to shoot. I think she only fired like 2 shots, hit him with a disabling shot, applied a tourniquet, first aid, got him to the hospital. The police got him, and that's how you resolve it. So that is pretty much all I got to say. What say you? Well, let's be on the mainstream media when you turn on the TV tonight and see Lester Holt talking about this. When you see anybody talking about it, this was a few days ago, actually, and the first time I heard about it was on social media. Shout out to Coley on the Wall from NRA. I saw it on his feed. I'm like, wow, why have I not seen that anywhere? So I had to bring it on my channel to give you guys some insight into what's going on and to let you know the information. These are the kind of stories we need to hear more of. She should also train that guy that did not go into the school in Parkland and Broward County. Remember that? You have the school resource officer who did not want to intervene with one young man. I think he had a pistol, maybe even a rifle, not no AK-47. This young lady was able to not only protect herself, disable the person, but to also protect everybody that was in the club because it was right during party time. So people around the country, especially that cop that did not go in, should take notes from her. But I want to hear your thoughts. Is it going to be in the mainstream media? Will it not be in the mainstream media? How do you feel about her actions in a particular situation? Did she do everything by the book? What would you add? What would you subtract? Whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.